Hello, you're welcome to day 8 of SewWithTia 30 Days Sewing Challenge. And in today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to make the stylish Cowl Bubu in less than 30 minutes. First of all, I really want to thank you for your support so far in my previous video, and I want to apologize for not uploading for the last 3 days. This was because I was down with cold and hence I can't do a voiceover. But I'm back now and I'm going to be uploading those 2 videos within today and tomorrow. So for this tutorial, I made use of 2 trouser lengths of Korean crepe fabric, which can also work for a plus size person. Now, the first thing you are going to do is to take one trouser each, then fold into two. So on my table here, I have one trouser length that has been folded into two. So I'll be cutting the front separate from the back, okay? It's basically the same shape I'm going to be cutting for the two. So what I have here is just the neckline for my back pattern, okay? I did that off camera, and for my back depth, I made use of 1.5 inches, while the width for the back is 3 inches, just like the front. So you can see I've not cut out the front neckline. That is what I have on the table. Okay, the first thing you're going to do is to measure your width. So you want to determine the width of your cowl dress. So for the purpose of this tutorial, I made use of 30 inches for the width, and for the length, this is totally up to you. I'm going to be making use of 39 inches. So I need a length of 39 inches, but I'm not going to be cutting exactly 39 inches. I'm going to be adding my sewing allowance, my hemming allowance at the lower part. So I'm going to be cutting 40.5 inches. And at the end of the day, I'm going to be using that 1.5 inch to hem the lower part of this bubble dress. Now, one thing you need to understand about the width of this bubble dress is the higher the width, the fuller the cowl effect. The lower the width, then your cowl effect is not going to be full. I hope you get that. So I just went ahead to highlight the length that I'm going to be working with. You can then go ahead to trim off the excess you don't need. That means the lower parts, I really don't need it, but I'm still going to leave it for now. I'm going to trim it off when I'm cutting. So on this line now, you want to impute your hip measurement. That is your hip round measurement divided by 4. In my case, after dividing, I had 10 inches. Now, this is the part that is going to have that straight cut, like that straight shape. So depending on how free you want it to be, or how fitted you want it to be, you can decide to increase or decrease. That is totally up to you. Now, I'm going to go ahead to impute my waist measurement, my waistline measurement. I also want to input my waistline measurement and my hip line measurements. Now, you really don't need to these two measurements. I just needed this as a guideline, and I'm going to be explaining. Now, the reason why I went ahead to highlight these 2 points is just to know where my straight cut is going to stop. And that is why I say you really don't need those two measurements, but it can always serve as a guideline. Okay, so I went ahead to that guideline to impute my 10 inches measurement, which is my hip round measurement, after dividing by 4. And you can see that I created a straight line with this. Now, this straight line is going to be the part where we have the straight cut on the lower end of the cowl bubu dress. Now, from that point, I'm going to create an horizontal line towards the edge of my fabric, that is towards the open end of the fabric. And after that, I'm just going to go ahead, I'm going to go to the origin of this front pattern, of this back pattern, and toward the end, I'm going to come down by 8 inches. Now, this 8 inches is going to help me create my shoulder slope. Remember that when we are drafting a normal bodies, we make use of 1 inch. But because this is a boo dress with a cowl effect, I'm going to be going down by 8 inches, as you can see. And from that point, I'm going to be connecting that 8 inches slant. I'm going to be connecting it to my neck width, as you can see. I hope you get that. And I'm also going to add 0.5 inches on that same point, which is going to be for my joining allowance. So from that point now, I'm going to go ahead with these dotted lines to create out a curve. So you can see I went out to create out a curve, and from that curve, I'm going to go ahead to connect that curve to the straight cut I have on the straight line rather I have on the lower end. So you can see what I have. Instead of course, we can use that sharp corner we have on the lower end. So just go ahead to create a curve from the open end of your edge of your fabric, the open end of your fabric, from that 8-inch shoulder slope where we went down, create a curve that is going to connect to the horizontal line. That is all you need to do. And from that horizontal point, you create another curve in order not to have a sharp end or a sharp corner rather into the straight cut you have towards the lower hem of your dress. So after doing that, this is what we have. I'm just going to go ahead to add sewing allowance. As you can see, about 1 inch. You can do ½ inch if you want. So I just went ahead to add sewing allowance from that lower end. So this is what you see I have. And from that point, I'm just going to go ahead to cut this out so that you can see the shape. Now, this is just because this is a tutorial. I would suggest you cut this probably on the floor when you want to cut so that it's going to be way easier for you. So this is what I have for the back pattern. I'm going to go ahead to replicate this on the other pattern, on the other fabric. So this is what I have for the front and the back. So I've gone ahead to cut out the front neckline. As you can see, that is what is on the first layer. So this is what we have. We are not yet done. So I'm going to be making 1 or 2 changes now. And I just want you to follow me closely. So the first thing I'm going to do now is to indicate the point where I want to have my sleeve opening. Okay, remember that we cut this in form of a slant, right? So what I'm going to do now is for my sleeve opening, I'm going to be placing my measuring tape like so, and I'm going to indicate the point where I want my sleeve opening to start from. In my case, I made use of 12 inches. So I just went ahead to notch that 12 inches point, okay? I went ahead to notch that 12 inches point, and from that 12 inches point, I'm going to be creating my sleeve opening, okay? So I'm going to open this for you to see what it looks like, okay? Now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to open the two clothes, right side facing right side, and I'll go ahead to join it by the shoulder and stop at that point where I notch to have my sleeve opening. That point where I had notched to have my sleeve opening, I'm going to go ahead on that point to measure 9 inches. I'm going to measure 9 inches on that point, which is going to be for my sleeve round. That is my round sleeve. Then I'm going to go ahead to sew round this bubu dress. Sew around the bubu dress, hem the lower part, then I'm going to let you see what it looks like. Okay, so like I said earlier, first of all, you are going to be opening this up as you can see me do. Then you go to the other fabric, that is the back. Make sure you have the right side facing the right side so that you can sew on the wrong side. You are going to open it like so. Ensure that you are placing it shoulder to shoulder. Then you can see the part where I notched. So I'm going to be sewing rather, I'm going to be sewing from the neck width. Okay, that is after turning with my facing, and I'm going to be stopping at this notched point. I will back stitch on that notch point. Please ensure you back stitch so that your seams will not unravel. So from that particular point, I'm going to measure 9 inches. Now, the sleeve opening is totally dependent on what you want. You can decide to do a fitted one, you can decide to do a wide one. But for me, I'm going to be working with 9 inches for my sleeve opening. So I went ahead to notch that point where I have 9 inches. I went ahead to notch that point. So I'm going to sew up to the first notch point. Then I'm going to leave this sleeve opening, these points that you can see me holding. I'll go ahead to fold it, okay? I'll leave it open, then I'll go ahead to sew the other part round. So this is a project you can do in form of ready to wear, and this is one style that is still trending. So you can see what the straight part is looking like on the lower end. Please ensure you notch those curved edges. Please notch them so that they can sit and relax well. So I've gone ahead to hem my lower part, and this is what it's looking like. I've not ironed, I've not pressed any of the seam. So you can see the cowl part. Okay, you can see what it's looking like. So I'm going to go ahead to press each of this seam. I'm going to take my time in doing so, in pressing each of the seam. You want to take your time to press it so that every point is going to look clean and relaxed. Now, this is the sleeve opening. As you can see, I've not gone ahead to sew that, but this is what I have for the sleeve opening. I also went ahead to turn the back and the front neckline with facing. Okay, so this is what the inside of the bubu dress looks like. Now I'm going to go over to the round opening. I'm going to, you have two alternatives here. You can decide to turn it and top stitch on it, or you can decide to just use your hemming glue. This is totally up to you. I hope you've learned something in this video. Do well to drop a comment, like, and subscribe to this channel if you've gained value. Thank you so much. I'll see you in my next video.